Hey folks, this is Dale Armstrong here again from the JOGS Gem Show, located at the TUCSON Expo Center off of Irvington. And right now I have another special friend I'd like to introduce you to who has some amazing artwork as well as some of the most beautiful opal I have ever seen in my entire life. So I'd like you to meet Mr. Terry. Terry, how you doing?
Hi, how are you? Good to see you.
Terry is a past president of the GAA, which is the Gemological Association of Australia, and he has all of these beautiful carvings done one by one. So Terry, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions for our viewers about the product that you have. Now yesterday when I came by, I spun around and I stopped dead in my tracks. And guys, the reason I stopped dead in my tracks was because the intricacy of these pieces were just amazing. And being an artist and a wire artist myself, I could see all the possibilities. So Terry, now you told me yesterday that all of your opal comes from Australia.
That's right, yes, all from Australia. Basically two sources. The darker material, the black opal from Lightning Ridge in New South Wales, and Lightning Ridge is pretty famous for its opals. And the other material, the lighter material, comes from a mine called Mintabee in South Australia.
You know, I always call that Mintabee.
Yeah, some
but
people
it's Mintabee.
do. It's Mintabee, yeah. Mintabee.
So the difference between the two mines, is there a mineral present that causes the opal to be darker in one location than it is in the other?
Well, yes, but interestingly enough, there's been a lot of scientific work on why you get the black colour, and nobody has really come up with it believed to be some sort of organic material that's in the opal.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, it's still a bit of a mystery.
That's cool. And you see, the mystery still pursues, and this is millions and millions of years old. But we're going to move on to some of his bigger carvings in a minute, but I have to show you some of my absolute favorites. Okay, we need to go here, and we need to see this little tiny fish. Now, folks, you know that the play of color in opal is actually caused by little tiny water globules. And the way that the light refracts through the water and bounces back the other side is how these things start to show their play of color or their fire, as can be. Now let's move on over here a little bit. And oh my goodness, this is not opal. What is this, Mr. Sir?
It's turquoise.
Yeah, where is this turquoise from, Terry?
I think it's from Arizona. I'm not sure.
Of course it has to be. What is the turquoise state? We got Arizona, yay! And this one is, look at that. Look at the way the colors were used. And this is...
That's mukaite from Australia.
I love the way you say that. Again, you have the proper pronunciation. Okay, but look at these pieces, guys. Look at the wings here. This is amazing. And then yesterday, Terry, you showed me a piece of ocean jasper. Okay, wait until you see this ocean jasper. It was a frog, and no, it was a dog.
Puppy dog.
It was a dog, and he had a collar on.
Oh, where is he?
Where'd it go? Oh no! I guess we're going to have to pan the entire collection. That's okay. We'll see something else. So, folks, there it is. See? That's what you get with live television. Look at this piece. Isn't this awesome? Do you see the eye? And there's a flower in the top of its ear, and there's a collar. So the artist actually used, as Terry said, one piece of stone ocean jasper and used his imagination or her imagination to make that piece come to life.
Yes, there's three guys that do it, but that's their skill, is reading the stone and getting the best out of the stone, especially in the opal, because it's a real skill to find the fire and put it in the right place in the carving and make it look great.
Okay, now why else is opal difficult to carve? What is the hardness of Australian opal?
Australian opal is a little bit harder than opal from other sources. It's around about 5.5, and it's completely different. You see a lot of Ethiopian opal around these days. Well, right. Australian opal is not absorbent. It doesn't absorb. It's much more solid and tougher. This particular opal here from Mintabee is renowned for being some of the hardest opal. As far as carving is concerned, really, it's just a case of reading the stone, following the colour bands, and making the most of it.
Which is absolutely amazing. We're going to walk over to the other side of Terry's booth here because he has some artistic pieces that are going to blow your mind.